Welcome. Welcome. I am ATM Saiful Islam, estate teacher, GT Model, God Primary School, Tungipara, Gopalganj. My dear student, Gopalganj Online School, congratulations all of students in Gopalganj district. My class is Class 4 and English. So, my dear student, at first, to follow the scale. My dear student, what is this? This is student. My dear student, at first see the picture and this is student. Who is she? My dear student, who is she? Something. My dear student, who is she? She is Mita. She is a student of class 4. So, my dear student, understand, this is Mita. She is in class 4 and very good student. Do you know and understand? Next, my dear student, today's lesson is Mita's Day. We know, see the picture, Mita, and today our lesson is Mita's Day. My dear student, understand? And next, my dear student, now read after me. My dear student, understand and to see the picture and read attentively. To see the picture and I read. First time I read. My student, Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth and washes her face. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walks to her school. After school at 3 o'clock, she visits her grandmother. Then Mita returns home at 5 o'clock. My dear student, next time I did another time to Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth and washes her face. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walks to her school. After school at 3 o'clock, she visits her grandmother. Then Mita returns home at 5 o'clock. My dear student, next we see the picture and cross reading.
English in action.
Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth and washes her face. She goes to school at
English in action.
Mita is in class 4. She gets up at 6 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Then she brushes her teeth and washes her face. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walks to her school. After school, at 3 o'clock, she visits her grandmother. Then Mita returns home at 5 o'clock.
My dear student, read the text again and again. At this time, we are going to school. No, at this time, we are still home. And this time, my dear student, go to school. And to read same way. Go to school, then you go to school to read same way. My dear student, see the picture. This is Mita. See the picture. Mita gets up at she gets up at 6 o'clock. Mita gets up 6 o'clock. Next, Mita she has breakfast at 7 o'clock. My dear student, see the picture, and she has breakfast at 7 o'clock. Next, my dear student, see the picture. She brushes her teeth. My dear student, then she brushes her teeth. Next, my dear student, she washes her face. She washes her face. My dear student, Mita My dear students, see the picture. At first, he go to school and next he return home. My dear student, understand? At first, he go to school and next he return home. She goes to school at 9 o'clock. She walk her school. She walk her school. Look at the picture attentively and try to say about the picture. My dear student, see the picture and try to say. Mita returned home at 5 o'clock. Mita returned home at 5 o'clock. Mita returned home at 5 o'clock. We see the picture. Mita returned home at 5 o'clock. My dear student, look at the text and select some new word and say to try similar word. Select the new words and say to try similar word. My dear student, at first select same new word. Just breakfast. Breakfast. Secondly, brush teeth. Third, get up. Breakfast, brush teeth, get up. My dear student, we select some new word and say try to similar words. Similar word. At first, similar word. Only eating. Breakfast, only eating. First time, breakfast, only eating. And next, brush teeth. Similar word. My dear student, follow. Clean teeth. Similar word. Brush teeth, clean teeth. Brush teeth, clean teeth. My dear student, gets up. Gets up. Similar word. Wake up. Gets up, get up, walk up. Get up, walk up. So, my dear student, look at the picture and first time select 3 words to adjust similar word. Breakfast, early eating. Brush teeth, clean teeth. Get up, walk up. My dear student, next, answer to the following question. My dear student, we see the text. We read the text and Mita get up and Mita go to school and return home At this time, we know and we see the all of our picture, text, anything. But at this time, answer to the following question. Answer to the question. Answer to the question. 3 questions. Who is Mita? When does Mita get up? When does Mita go to his school? We try to see the answer. Answer to the first question. Answer to the first question. Mita is a student of class 4. Mita is a student of class 4. Mita is a student of class 4. When does Mita get up? Second question. When does Mita get up? Answer. Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. Third question. When does Mita go to his school? When does Mita go to his school? My dear student, understand, when does Mita go to his school? Answer. Mita goes to his school at 9 o'clock. Mita goes to his school 9 o'clock. My dear student, 3 question and answer. And repeat me. My dear student, follow me. At first question, who is Mita? Answer. Mita is a student of class 4. Mita is a student of class 4. Then, second question, when does Mita get up? When does Mita get up? Answer. Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. Third question, when does Mita go to his school? Answer. Mita goes to his school at 9 o'clock. Mita goes to his school at 9 o'clock. My dear student, see and repeat me. Who is Mita? Mita is a student of class 4. When does Mita get up? Mita gets up at 6 o'clock. When does Mita go to his school? Answer. Mita goes to his school at 9 o'clock. Next, my dear student, fill in the gap. We did Mita is in class. Gap. Next, she returned home at gap. Mita goes to school at gap. She has breakfast at 4. Fill in the gap. At first time, fill in the gap. Mita is in class. Mita is in class 4. Mita is in class 4. Mita is in class 4. Next, She returns home at 5 o'clock. She returns home at 5 o'clock. My dear student, Mita goes to school at 9 o'clock. Mita goes to school at 9 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. My dear student, for filling the gap, all are completed. My dear student, understand, Mita is in class 4. She returned home at 5 o'clock. Mita goes to school at 9 o'clock. She has breakfast at 7 o'clock. My dear student, understand, fill in the gap. Next, my dear student, we see and we read the text and similar word, question and fill in the gap. My dear student, any text to read and we see and we write down any word to freely and easy to say but easy to that second time easy to write down your khata. My dear student, last time homework, write Mita's daily. My dear student, write Mita's daily activities in 5 sentences and show your parents or send my messenger, mobile messenger. My dear student, at first show your parents. At first show your parents or send my messenger, mobile messenger, Facebook messenger. My dear student, write Mita's daily activities in 5 sentences and show your parents. Show your parents and send my messenger. My dear student, next, someone at this time we see and last open. Thank you everybody. Thank you my dear student, all Gopalgons, any 80340 schools are goodbye. Class 4, any student to follow my class and I am sorry to wrong. All the students are goodbye.